Those surfers get started early, don't they?
You can't mess around. You only get the waves for a certain amount of time, and it's very early. And you know, guys, the weekend's here, and the mercury is again rising.
That's right, and Craig is tracking storms, but will they hold off for the weekend? Let's head over to the Weather Lab to find out more. Good morning, Craig. Hoping for a good weekend.
It looks great. We're going to enjoy a lot of sunshine.
Let's get to the news now. It is that time of year. Hurricane season officially begins tomorrow, and predictions are it will be a very busy season. Preparations are underway at the state level, and officials are telling you to be ready too. 13 News reporter Carl Leimer is live at the oceanfront for us with more on what we can expect this hurricane season. Good morning, Carl. All right, thank you, Carl. We do have a full list of the emergency supplies that are tax-free on WVEC.com. But remember, today is the last day to take advantage of the Hurricane Preparedness tax-free holiday. It is a bank robbery that led to a chase across Hampton Roads. 13 News was the first to break this story for you. Portsmouth police say a man walked into the Wells Fargo on High Street, pulled out a gun, demanded cash, then took off. An officer headed to the bank, saw a minivan matching the description of the getaway vehicle, then tried to stop it. That led to a chase from Portsmouth all the way to Virginia Beach, with other departments, including state police, joining in on the chase. Now, the suspect's car stopped on Ballard Court near Greenwich Road in Virginia Beach, just missing a building out there. Officers from several agencies responded to the scene. Our crew got this video of someone being assisted by police. It is not clear, however, whether the person you see here is the suspect or whether anyone has been charged yet.
Finally free. Still to come on Daybreak, an American mother freed from a jail in Mexico overnight. We've got details on the story. That is new this morning, and it's just ahead.
Yes, plus, walking the plank. Some pirates are up early with 13 News chaser Jason Walsh this morning. Because guess what, guys? The Blackbeard Pirate Festival, it is back in Hampton, and we're going to take you there. And last year, Craig, they had really tough weather to deal with.
Not the case this year. We're not going to have to worry about tornadoes at the Pirate Festival this weekend. What we will see, hot temperatures. I'll tell you about it coming up.
All right, thanks, Ashley. A plane smashes into a house.
Yeah, this video you're seeing here, it's new this morning, and this is the aftermath. So how'd this all happen? Was anybody hurt? Stick with us. You're watching 13 News Daybreak. A plane crashes right into a home. It is new this morning, and you can see the aftermath right now. Take a look at your screens. Believe it or not, fire officials say no one was hurt when this small aircraft crashed into that home in Eatonville, Washington. It happened last night around 5. The aircraft was flying from Oregon to Seattle. Fire officials say the pilot was trying to make it to a nearby airport, but instead landed in the yard of a home, skidding right into the house.
All right, get ready. Blackbeard and his band of pirates are set to invade Hampton this weekend.
Yes, the annual Blackbeard Pirate Festival is happening right now. I'm not going to pull that off. Are you ready? I tried. 13 News chaser Jason Walsh is up early with some pirates. Hopefully they're not making him walk the plank. Good morning, Jason.
Good morning, guys. They never, no, they never, no more. I will play the wild rover. No, never, no more. I've been...
Now that looks like a lot of fun, but you remember this Blackbeard Festival is a reminder of something else, a really tough weather situation for us last year. All the fun of the festival turned to a very frightening scene. The festival took a direct hit from a tornado last year. The 13 News Weather Authority covered the damage extensively that night. There was a whole lot of damage out there, but fortunately, no one was seriously hurt. And I love what that pirate said a moment ago, and I think, Craig, you'll agree. He's like, we're all here because we're not all there.
That was a good line.
I feel that way every morning.
I thought that was a great line.
Really good.
You were out there actually the night that tornado hit.
Out there at the Amory Seafood Company, and they were hit so hard, and it's good to see that company, you know, continuing and thriving. It's a tradition up in Hampton. So what we're going to find across the region, nothing so stressful.
Wonderful.
Good.
Yeah, give us your best argument.
That's
better. That's good.
I wasn't ready.
You got to sell it. All right, here's what we have. I'm going to tell you a forecast here. I think you're going to want to buy.
And we will stick around for that info. Thank you, Ashley. Now other news, the effects of sequestration coming up on 13 News Daybreak, how federal budget cuts are affecting swimming pools on our military bases.
Plus, a tedious week of spelling words that most adults couldn't conquer ends in a win for a 13-year-old boy. We're going to meet the winner of this year's Scripps National Spelling Bee. That's coming up next. Sequestration hit many industries hard, but now it is also taking some of the fun out of summer.
Yeah, the Navy Public Information Office reports only the paid pools at each base will be open this summer and on shortened hours. The manager of the new Williams Farm Recreational Center Splash Park for Kids says they're ready for military overflow due to the pool closures and shortened hours. The folks at Ocean Breeze Water Park are also planning to help accommodate military families.
We've heard rumors about it since probably late April. I think so. We're ready for that.
But throughout the summer, we do offer discounts, and we will be more sensitive to the fact that this has happened.
We've asked the Navy to update its MWR information to reflect the latest recreational program changes due to sequestration. That should soon be available. We also have links to the pool info online at WVEC.com.
K-N-A-I-D-E-L, Canadal.
That 13-year-old is waking up a big winner this morning. Arvind Mahankali from Bayside Hills, New York, is the new Scripps National Spelling Bee champion. He correctly spelled Canadal, which means a small mass of leavened dough. He made it to the semifinals for the past 2 years, but he only finished third. The young man takes home today $30,000. And look at that, a huge spelling bee contest. Congratulations to him. Really tense there during that spelling bee.
And he's 13 and he gets $30,000.
Good fun for the college.
You got it. Great job, buddy.
Well, you know what Craig's doing? He's tracking another hot day. But will any showers pop up this weekend? We're going to get his forecast just ahead.
Sure are. We'll also have today's top stories for you beginning at 6 a.m., including we're going to hear from Governor Bob McDonnell about the possible purchase of Smithfield Foods by a Chinese company. What he says about this deal that could happen just ahead.
From your local news leader, this is 13 News Daybreak.
And good morning. Look at that, a beautiful start to your day. Great sunrise there, Friday, May 31st. Beautiful look at the Virginia Beach oceanfront. I'm Sandra Parker in for LaSalle this morning.
And I'm Vanessa Coria. You gotta love those loud sky views. We are so lucky to live here and get to wake up to these beautiful pictures. We also get to wake up to more heat coming our way for the weekend.
Yeah, that sun's leading to some more heat for us this weekend, and Craig's got all the details for us. Craig's going to be another hot one, huh?
You know, with that intro, I thought you were going to say, and we're so lucky to wake up to beautiful Craig.
Beautiful Craig.
I was smiling. I was ready for the
that,
intro.
Craigers. You know it. We love you.
All right, thanks. Here's a look at the weather.
3 security officers are waking up in jail. They're facing several charges in connection to a suspicious death in Middlesex County. We're told it happened at a resort campsite on Sunday, according to police. The victim, Edwin Hughes, had been drinking and was stopped by security while driving a golf cart. He ended up in a fight with the security guards. Now those guards, who you see here, Christopher Fogg, Philip Harris, and Jorge Torres, face felony charges, including murder and abduction.
Well, Governor Bob McDonnell was in Norfolk last night to accept the First Citizen of Hampton Roads Award. Well, while he was there, we asked him for his take on the possible purchase of Smithfield Foods by a Chinese company.
It's opening up Asian markets for Smithfield in a whole new way. The American market, European market, a little more mature. But this hopefully means a lot more business, which hopefully means a lot more jobs in Virginia and North Carolina.
McDonnell also said he does not think it is likely that quality will be an issue because American-made pork products would be exported, not imported in that deal. Shawnway International is seeking approval from regulators to buy Smithfield for more than $4 billion.
The Roanoke Times could get a new owner today. The newspaper is expected to be sold to this guy, none other than billionaire Warren Buffett. Right now, the Roanoke Times is owned by Landmark Media Enterprises. That's the same company that owns the Virginian Pilot, though the Pilot is not part of this deal. There's no word yet on how much Buffett's BH Media Group is paying for the Roanoke Times. All right, guys, get ready. It is coming tonight. A giant asteroid will pass right by the planet Earth. It'll happen in about 11 hours.
And still ahead, what scientists say is unusual about this giant hunk of space rock.
And right now, nothing unusual about this sunrise. It's another beauty. Temperatures are going to be warming up through the weekend. We'll talk about that and when we can expect our next good chances for rain in my forecast. Stay tuned.
Here's the time check now. It is 6:11. It's Friday morning, and if something isn't done soon, college students will have an even more difficult time paying off their student loans.
And that's because interest rates are about to double. Coming up next, what President Obama plans to do about it today.
3 people are hurt after a plane crashes into an apartment. Take a look at your screens. This video is just coming into the 13 newsroom. That crash happened early this morning in Herndon, Virginia. That's about 30 miles outside of Washington, D.C. We're told 2 people from the apartment and 1 person from that aircraft had to be taken to the hospital. Their injuries were not serious. Investigators say the small 2-passenger aircraft ran out of fuel before running right into that apartment.
Well, we have learned more about how 2 FBI agents were killed during training off the coast of Virginia Beach. Medical examiner's office says they died from blunt force trauma. FBI says Special Agents Christopher Lorek and Stephen Shaw fell to their deaths early this month during a maritime counterterrorism exercise. They were fast roping from a helicopter to a ship, but that chopper ran into trouble. Both agents were members of the elite hostage rescue team.
Defense Secretary Chuck Hagel is on his way to China right now. This weekend, he will meet with members of a Chinese delegation to talk about cyber threats. The discussion comes amid new reports that China used computer-based attacks to access data from dozens of Pentagon weapons programs. Hagel says the U.S. must find ways to work with the Chinese to develop rules for the use of cyber technologies.
Well, in just a little more than a month, college students could get quite a shock. That's because student loan interest rates, they're set to double come July 1st. That is if Congress does not act. Later today, though, President Obama is going to join in on the debate about that increase. He's going to give a speech this morning at the White House. He is expected to call on lawmakers to prevent that hike.
Get ready for an asteroid to pass right by the planet Earth. It'll happen tonight. Now, this thing is nearly 2 miles long, but don't worry, friends. NASA says it will keep a very safe distance. Astronomers got a first glimpse of the giant asteroid yesterday. This is a radar image of the giant rock. Now, listen to this. Scientists discovered a smaller moon asteroid circling the larger space rock. NASA says the asteroid will only come within 3.6 million miles of us. 3.6 million miles. I think that's a good pad. Yeah. I think we're okay.
I'm not sweating this one out.
No.
All right. Can we disclose a little something? Yeah, I was going to say it's going to be very warm. You are a huge sci-fi fan.
I'm a dork, yeah.
Yeah, well, I didn't say that, but I was going to say all about Star Trek. Asteroid stuff, pretty cool.
Yeah, right?
It's exciting as long as they stay far away. Here's what else is exciting. We've got a fantastic weekend coming up.
All right, thanks, Ashley. Coming up on 6:21, McDonald's CEO is talking about losing weight. So what menu items helped him to trim his waistline?
And one team, one fight. How you can cheer on this guy. He is wrapping up a bike ride across America, all to raise money for our nation's military families, where he'll be in Hampton Roads today. That's next.
Well, a young man making a cross-country trek to raise money for military families bikes his way into Virginia Beach today, and he hopes that many of you are going to be there to greet him.
Tim Tinger started his 3,400-mile ride on the West Coast back in April. He's part of what's called One Team, One Fight, a volunteer organization that supports athletes who fundraise on behalf of our nation's military service members. Tim's been biking about 140 miles a day, and he will arrive after finishing 140 miles today here in Hampton Roads. You can greet him at the Oceanfront Shuckers between 4 and 6 tonight. That's when he'll get in. The money raised through Tim's ride will benefit the 31 Heroes Project and the Navy SEAL Foundation. To see more of Tim's journey through these photos and to learn about One Team, One Fight, head to links in the news on WVEC.com. And get ready for an all-nighter for a good cause. This weekend, Norfolk's annual Relay for Life gets underway. Relay teams will gather Saturday afternoon and camp out overnight at Norview High School. They'll take turns walking or running around the track out there. Our own Daybreak traffic reporter, Ashley Smith, she'll be there too. She's emceeing the event. Relay for Life is an annual event put on by the American Cancer Society to raise money in the fight against cancer. WVEC is a proud sponsor in our region. To find the Relay for Life event nearest you, head to links in the news on WVEC.com. And Sandra, I know you emceed a recent relay.
At Virginia Beach. Yeah, there are relays. This is
all
relay
over.
Season. There are relays, more relays coming up. So if you can't make it out this weekend, there's more coming up. So definitely go on that site.
And they're all online.
Yep.
All right, guys. The heat is on. It's cooperating with folks who like to spend time outside.
Yeah.
But how hot will it get? Craig's tracking our temperatures, and he has a look at some chances for some storms early next week.
And guess what? Hurricane season starts tomorrow. Are you prepared? We're going to have some information that's going to help you get ready and also save you some money.
Plus, a kidnapping case out of Ohio ends with an arrest in Virginia Beach. Find out how investigators caught up with the suspect.